big time match coming up October 8th, which is stacking up to be a great card already. CW is definitely getting a win there. But Siobhan Evans, his opponent, the Viper, Randy Orton. What are your thoughts on this, Puddy? What does a match like this do for the young career of Siobhan Evans?
This is a stupid question. The whole stupid question you asked me is probably one of the stupidest. I mean, does everything. This guy has been a lot of spotlight on him, a lot of hype around him, a lot of expectations around him, and so far he's been delivering. His matches are great. He's bouncing all over the ring. He's been probably going to be tapped next big thing. They're probably going to make him the biggest star as they possibly can for someone his size. Go against Randy Orton, man. What we call it about the litmus test.
Yeah.
If he can hang with Randy Orton,
I
think that seals his place as being one of their guys who will be the next Braun Breaker.
So yeah, that's a big if. I mean,
it's not that big of an if, because I don't think if it was that big of an if, they wouldn't be taking the chance.
So the last time we saw something like this, the last time we saw something like this with Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton, right? Safe to say, like a big star from WWE for the main roster coming to NXT.
That's fair enough,
right?
Probably.
And look what Tiffany Stratton's done, right? Like Money in the Bank,
the princess of SmackDown,
most likely going to be a women's champion in the next year.
Several months.
Yeah, could be any moment now.
Could happen already.
So like that was obviously a big litmus. And we talked about it for quite a bit, right? It wasn't a one-off. It was a rivalry that they had. It was a litmus test. And Tiffany Stratton, she rose to the occasion. And she talked recently about this. I think it was with CVV. I forgot who she talked about it with, but like on how much she learned from Becky in that rivalry. And I would dare say Randy Orton has been around forever. I mean, shit, I don't even think Siobhan Evans was born when Randy Orton won his first championship, right? Wasn't there a crazy stat like that was floating around?
I would have guessed that. I think Siobhan's only like 19, maybe 20.
Right.
So Randy Orton won in 2002.
So Randy Orton had obviously a much longer career than Becky Lynch. He's been around some of the greats, Triple H, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, Edge, Batista. Like the list goes on of the people that he's been around. And the knowledge that he's gained and just the in-ring experience that he has I mean, this is not just a litmus test. This is a masterclass that Siobhan Evans is getting himself into.
Live on national TV. Should be interesting.
No pressure.
No. It's not a live show where they can have fun. It's not like training in the performance center. This is live on the second episode of a national network. They're spotlighting him. That speaks volumes too.
Yeah,
people are going to tune in. The casual fans might tune in. Oh, Randy Orton, remember that guy? I remember him. He's still around. Wow, let's see what he's doing. Going against some no-name young skinny kid who can blow everybody's pants off. That might win some eyes on the product as well. Draw in that casual fan.
Now, as we talked about
Keep that casual fan who's been drawn in, I should say.
As we talked about before, the Siobhan Evans, like the dude is a human highlight reel. The dude can go. Like I feel like anytime he has a match, it's like a pinned clip on Instagram of whatever he did. People are talking about this like this is going to be Randy Orton's best RKO yet. What do you think about that?
I don't know how you top Evan Bourne or Seth Rollins, but if you're going to, this is the guy to do it with.
Yeah,
he's weighs like a wet blanket. He has a height. He can jump high. He can basically do it all. He can fall pretty hard as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know how you top that physically, but if you're going to, this will be the one to do it.
If you're like a young wrestler, you just like sit there, like think about your bucket list, right? I want a contract deal. I want to win a world heavyweight championship, and I want to be RKO'd in the best way possible.
Easily, especially someone like him. He probably has 5 moves already. Like, let me do this, and you catch me and do this. I'm sure he has it mapped out.
Yeah.
And as
Randy,
like 5 years ago. But yeah, he's got it mapped out already. He has many ideas. I'm sure Reddy does too, but he can't do them with a lot of people on the main
Right.
roster. Here you go. Here you are. Let's do it.
And I love how Randy's just so down for anything. You know, like the way he talks about, especially like he's talked about the Evan Bourne one quite a bit, and he said like, dude, I had like the easiest job in that. like,
Yeah, he
like
didn't do
all I did
anything.
was, yeah,
He just fell.
right. Anyway, but yet, like even though Randy breaks it down like that, he's like, oh yeah, he kind of did. It's still the coolest RKO ever.
Yeah, and that and Seth Rollins are probably the two of the ones I remember the most.
Dolph Ziggler too. There was another good one with him.
There's another one. I just don't remember who it was. Maybe that was him.
Another cool one. I feel like one of the first real cool ones I saw that got me back into wrestling. Randy Orton Undertaker WrestleMania when he reversed the chokeslam into an RKO.
That was cool. That was probably one of the most earliest
Yeah, like
RKO
a
out of
RKO
nowhere.
out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
that makes
man,
sense.
this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm pumped for Javon Evans. It's a big time opportunity for him. I think you're right. I think something like this, they're not giving this match to anyone. Randy Orton, I know they want eyes on CW. I know they want eyes on the product. What better way to do it than Randy Orton? But like to Javon Evans to be the one, to be the chosen one in this, he speaks a lot for his talent and what they believe in him. I think you're right. He's going to be a next coming star, and this match will be a big test. Moving on to the
There's
card.
already a lot of established stars in NXT. You can match up with Randy Orton, who would get the Randy Orton rub. This guy's been around for a cup of coffee. Already making the wave enough to get this match with Randy Orton. Does a lot about him already.
Well, he's been around in indies, though. Like
I'm
it's
talking
not
about
like
the universe.
yeah. Okay.
Again, there's a lot more people who've been around a lot longer than he's been around in the company in NXT. Yeah, so this should be interesting. Good for him. Great spotlight for him, and he's probably going to steal the show.